Alan had it on that last session. He reckoned it was great. I was looking forward to getting out there and getting a lead back.
Tell me this, Pete, watching a lot of the cars going round so far this morning and early this afternoon, there seems to be like a little bit of instability in the cars. The fact that you're just travelling so quickly and the mountain is now tossing these Group A cars around without the extra benefit of things like the big Group C wings?
Well, my feeling is that it's a lot of it's the top of that damn mountain. Well, it's quite nice up there, but it's very parked. There's a big bump there. As you sort of come down over the crest, I think the guys better get me going here.
Okay, we'll leave you to it, Pete. Thanks for talking to us.
Righto.
See you later on.
Down.
Peter Brock out of the pits, 6 minutes and 10 seconds stationary while they removed and bypassed the oil cooler, telling us that that's not going to cause him any great problems, but that's cost him just about 3 laps.
And as Peter Brock comes out of the exit here back onto the track, if you keep a close eye out, you might find on the left-hand side Larry Perkins. There it is.
Oh, no.
Yep, Perkins was running 4th in the race and is out. The car has been pushed off on the grass on the verge on the inside there at Mountain Straight.
Well, he went past our commentary point very slowly whilst we were talking with Brock. And I believe there's a great pool of mobile down there underneath where the 05 Commodore came in. That stands to reason. So there is the Colin Giltrap, Larry Perkins Commodore V8. Remember that he'd just come in a few laps ago, having taken over from Tasmanian David Parsons. They were looking very strong. They dominated proceedings here on Wednesday and Thursday, lost a little touch on Friday, and now drama on around about lap 71, 72 of the 86 James Hardy 1000. What a shame. Car number 22 there, just in front of Peter Brock, is the Michelle Delcourt Graham Moore Commodore V8.
And into the top 10 too, so doing extremely well, and they'll be elevated even further with Peter Brock's situation and some of the other dramas that are going on the circuit.
It's actually the old Peter Brock 05 car that Graham purchased from the mobile dealer team very early this year. Run it on a couple of occasions as now Brock goes through on the inside. Of course, Michelle Delcourt ran in this year's Spa 24-hour Classic with Alan Grice, taking the King's Cup.
Looks like Graham Moore at the wheel of the car at the moment. I don't think it looks big enough to be Michelle.
I was going to say, it's always pretty easy to tell with these two because Michelle wears the open face helmet and he is a big lad.
Coming down to Valvoline Corner, we're following Peter Brock on the exit, and now the run down Conrad Straight.
As promised, this is Peter Brock driving the pants off the 05 Commodore. And believe you me, he will give it absolute hell for the next hour and a half or so.
Well, he's lost the best part of 3 laps doing that pit stop to Alan Grice, the race leader.
Well, last year, you recall, the Jags had all the spotlight, and of course Roberto Ravaglia, but it was Brock who came storming back from behind, almost snipping second place away, only to have problems late in the race. And I tell you, the race has still got a long way to go, so don't write off Peter Brock yet. If there was any other race in Australia, I would. This race, you never can.
That's right.
From 3 laps down, I reckon this Victoria could walk across Sydney Harbour and still win it. There are a lot of V8 fans who believe the same.
In 1974, he was leading the James Hardy Classic with Brian Sampson in Toronto. At lap 118, Wilco, he was leading by 6 laps. So Peter Brock's been known to do some pretty amazing things in the past.
Yes, it's not beyond him.
Oh, locks the front right as he goes to the right-hander at Bridgestone. He wouldn't have liked that too much, I can tell you. He's talking back on his radio to his pit crew at the moment.
He's not getting too big a break there either on the Graham Moore car. I think Graham Moore's decided to latch onto his bumper and hang in for the ride. Graham Moore, of course, a former class winner here at Bathurst himself some years back. A tough campaigner. And, of course, for a man of the calibre of Michelle Delcourt as his co-driver today and already in the top 10. With not much more than half the race gone, they're in with a big show as well.
Actually, it'll be interesting to see that car 22 shortly and find out exactly who is driving. But Brock is really giving this thing a caning.
He's a very different animal on his own home ground to the animal we saw in Europe.
Yes, exactly, Neville. This is certainly home territory for Peter Brock. his first James Hardy back in 72 in the XU1 Tirana, winner in 75 in the SLR Tirana with Brian Sampson, 78, 79 and 80 with Jim Richards in a Commodore, 82 and 83 again in Commodores with Larry Perkins and John Harvey. Of course, last year, cruelly struck by bad luck in the closing stages of the race when he was really putting pressure on the Walkinshaw Jags.